So that is what we have to bring to the data world or information world, where we have to think how do we govern our data. Now let's look at one level below, the definition of data governance. What is philosophy behind it? So if you look at the dictionary meaning or Wikipedia definition of data governance, one liner says the development and integration of set of rules, policies, guidelines, standards for managing the organization's data. Two huge words, right? We'll slide them down as we move on in the presentation. So what data governance provides? So I will sit down on my left hand side. It provides interaction and communication paths. The most important thing is not everybody has to be a data expert, but we have to define policies, guidelines and standards so that it provides communication paths and interactions to gather inputs, make decisions, resolve issues, escalate when necessary, implement changes and communicate actions. If you remember the society example I gave you, where all we need is a communication path where people know where to raise an issue, what decisions have to be communicated downwards, and they should be able to escalate whenever necessary. So this is the exact analogy to the society example, which says data governance provides interaction and communication path for all of these. Now the difference between coming to the data world, it considers corporations' data as an asset. So every data element, no matter what definition it is in, no matter what value it has, it is an asset. So we have to treat it like an asset. We have to value the smallest piece of information, how it is being used, how it is being generated, how it is being transformed during the data life cycle. Data governance ensures, now coming to how it is to be implemented, so data governance has to ensure that appropriate people representing business, processes, data and technology are involved in the decision that affects them. If you see, any decision around the data or infrastructure carrying the data is affecting either the business, the database team or the technology team. So as the decisions are impacting them, so they should be the right people to represent the data governance. Coming to little deeper into data governance. So in our terminology, we define data governance into 4 major components. And if you see on the right hand side, it says data stewardship. Now what is stewardship? If we again go to the dictionary meaning, stewardship is typically a term used in churches where people are entrusted with how to manage the funds of the church. So people trust these people. They may not be the experts, they may not be the best investors, but they are the people who society entrusts to manage the fund for them. Similarly, in data stewardship, this is making somebody formally accountable for managing the information on behalf of rest of the organizations. So data stewards are the people who are supposed to be managing the information on behalf of others and in the best interest of the organization. That is very important. Now data stewardship, establishment of data stewardship is one part. Now what do they do? Second part is data quality. They have to manage the data quality of the things. So every data has to be reliable, effective across the enterprise. So stewards don't have to take the view of the one application, they don't have to take view of one particular system, they have to take view of the entire organization. Coming to the third component, which is metadata management. Now metadata management can be viewed as part of data quality, but it is so much huge in itself that it is separated out. Now when we manage the data about the data, metadata by definition is data about the data. When we manage the data about the data, we are able to track how the lineage has changed, how the hierarchy has changed over a period of time, and that becomes very important when the enterprise has large BI initiatives. We'll cover a little more in detail as we move along the slides. The fourth component of this cycle, or the core component, is data security. Now we are managing the metadata, which is data about the data, we are managing the quality, we have established the stewardship. The important point remaining still is one of the threats that we had was data security. So data has to be secured from unauthorized modification, destruction, disclosure, accidental or intentional. Sure. So these are the 4 core components of data governance. I'll come to data governance framework as we define it in any organization that is about to take a BI initiative or that already has BI initiatives running, but they want to start thinking about data governance, that they have to spend money, time into this. Everybody is doing governance in some or the other fashion, but it's just formalizing it, making somebody accountable for it. That is what is important. We think you guys have to keep in mind when we propose to anybody that we have to think of data governance. Okay. So data governance establishes a framework for better data management by implementing a strategy for continuous improvement. Now this is very important word, continuous improvement, because it is like a CMM level 5, where every day you are improving the quality of the data by putting common definitions, processes, and structure. So these three things become important: processes, definitions, and structure, thus enabling consistent view of the data across systems. Okay. So if you see, the three main dimensions of this are data ownership, data stewardship, and data quality. We have put the fourth one, fixing roles and responsibilities. This is a horizontal that cuts across the dimensions, but still I have listed down here because this becomes very important when we are putting formally a data governance plan. So first step that we have to do is fixing of roles and responsibilities for data stewards, data owners, and data quality owners, data architects. We'll come to that. Then data ownership is very important. We have to identify business owners for each data entity. Data stewardship is assigning individuals responsible for quality of a particular entity. As I explained, steward is the person designated to ensure quality of a particular entity. And data quality is the increasing the quality of data through cleansing efforts and building a repeatable process of the cleansing. So this is the data governance framework, as you can see, and no framework can stand on its own without three things: people, process, and technology.